Good morning! It's officially Christmas in my house, and today we begin decorating in my dining room. But first, I need coffee. I like to enjoy my coffee by relaxing in my office first thing in the morning, and then I can light a candle and get to work. Today I'm going to begin by creating a mood board in Canva so I can visually see my design before we get started. Now that my design is squared away, it's time to unpack all of my Christmas decor. I tried to unpack and organize the best I could so that it would make it easier to find the pieces that I needed as I went along. I immediately began separating all of my packing material and organizing it so that it could be repacked away for easy access next year. Fortunately, the only thing I needed right away was the garland so that I could begin making the archway in my dining room.
Making our Christmas memories. I've been working so much lately, I can barely find the time to sleep. Yeah, I spend my time running around, keeping people pleased. But this is my favorite holiday. It's a chance to start over new. 'Cause I missed you, so I'm letting go of everything but you. These are the good times with you. Baby, this year it's just gonna be you and me. Hang by the fire and chill. Isn't this how it's supposed to be? Making our Christmas memories. Oh, and I've been longing to hold you close. Forget about everyone else. Isn't this how it's supposed to be? Making our Christmas memories. Oh, oh, la da da da, oh, 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 la da da da, oh, oh, la da da da. Making our Christmas memories. I've been wrapping presents for you. I've been hanging marbles in the tree, and I've lit my house with Christmas lights. So you should come back home to me. And when we wake up in the morning, I'm gonna play those carols that you love. We'll be singing all the melodies until the sun comes up. These are the good times with you.
I really wanted a very full garland, so I go back and I add layers after layers of garland and zip tie them together until I create the look that I'm trying to achieve.
And I've been longing to hold you close. Forget about everyone else. Isn't this how it's supposed to be? Making our Christmas memories. Oh, oh, la da da da, oh, 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 la da da da. Making our Christmas memories. Yes, these are the good times with you. Don't even care what we do if I spend it with you. Just you and nobody else. It's so good to see you again, to see you again. Baby, this year
I'm just drilling pilot holes for my anchor hooks. This makes it so much easier to go ahead and just get those hooks screwed into the wall. It really doesn't bother me personally putting holes in the wall because I know I can always go back and fix it, but you could always use command hooks if you wanted.
Tell me one thing, is there anything that you're missing? I will keep you warm as soon as you remove that snow. Whatever we do, we will be alright. These holiday wonders will open your mind. May all your wishes tonight come true. The love I lived, the dream I knew. This Christmas I only wanna be close to you.
So this is where I've stopped. I need more lights. I do have 3 sets, but this wall is wider and it's also a lot taller. So I'm gonna have to go send my husband to go get more of those. I don't usually set my table with coffee mugs, but at Christmas time we like to drink Glühwein, so since I had the matching ones to my plates, I thought it would be really nice to set my table with them this year. Up there, I don't have enough places. Oh, actually I don't have any pockets on right now, but I need my scissors and my zip ties and my hooks. Okay. took me an hour and a half to string these lights through this one arch. I didn't think I was ever going to get finished.
It was the night before Christmas. I was closing down for business in my little present shop, when the bell on the door jingled once more, and then time almost came to a stop. But somehow I knew, and maybe so did you, that everything would change from now on. Yes, from this Christmas on, this Christmas on. We forgot what you came for, and in the coffee shop just next door, we talked for hours on end, and somehow we knew that we'd found something true, and that everything would change from now on. Yes, from this Christmas on, this Christmas on, from this Christmas on, it's gonna be you and me, decorated.
Hey guys, today we're diving right back in where we left off in my living room. I'm starting with the garland on the mantle, and I'm including most of the footage to show exactly how I put it together. I've already had many questions from guests and a few pictures that I've posted online, so I just really felt like this might be helpful to someone who wants to know how to put a garland together that's like this. However, if you don't want to see this process, you can go ahead and skip to the 10-minute mark. These are the Kirkland's Norfolk Pine Real Feel garlands that I purchased 6 of last year. I'm using 4 plain strands and 2 pre-lit berry strands.
Kissing just you and me. Carolers are singing outside our door. Lovely songs we all heard before as they walk from house to house to wish us all a Merry Christmas Day. Oh, a Merry Christmas Day. We're tracing snowflakes as they're falling down and follow Rudolph all across the town. Played it with me under the mistletoe.
I'm using zip ties to secure each one of these strands together, and I don't place the zip ties until I have them laid in the position that I want them to stay. So you'll see me constantly arranging each piece and getting it exactly where I want it before I secure it with a zip tie.
Singing outside our door, lovely songs we all heard before as they walk from house to house to wish us all a Merry Christmas Day.
Here I'm just screwing anchor hooks into the wall. These hooks are very tiny and the screw hole is very small. So the hole that it's going to leave in the wall is going to be very minute. I can easily touch it up with just a little bit of DAP and then lightly touch it up with a tiny little paintbrush after the holidays. So it's really not a big deal and you'll never notice it. So I end up evenly spacing 3 hooks across the mantle. These hooks actually do hold quite a bit of weight. You will see me come back here and add 1 additional hook to this one on this side because I will be adding a lot of garland to this side to create the draping effect that I want. So this side is going to be the one that's going to hold the majority of the weight. This spot was a little tricky. I am wrapping a pipe cleaner around the garland. I also need to put an anchor hook in behind the mirror, so I am wrapping a pipe cleaner around the hook And then I'm going to take the pipe cleaner from both the garland and the hook and then twist them together to make them tight. Then I can set the mirror back over on top of the pipe cleaner, and the mirror is actually very heavy, so it actually will give it a little bit of extra support as well. And then I was a little too lazy to get back up on the ladder because my body was really hurting at this point. So I was just, whatever I could find that was long enough to adjust this garland that was over the top of the mirror was what I was going to use. So here I know it looks like I am tying a string around a command strip, which, I mean, I kind of did do that just because there was one that was left there on the mantle, but it wasn't used for support. I just sort of needed an extra hand right there. So I tied it there knowing it would hold it long enough for me to get all of the pipe cleaner like kind of ran through and then twisted together. And sure enough, as I was getting everything secured, the command strip popped off. I knew it wouldn't hold the weight, but it worked for the time being to hold the weight of the garland so I could do what I needed to do. I've also gotten a few questions about where I got these stockings from, and I got them from Pottery Barn a few years ago. So I used these sconces last year, but this year I wanted something a little bit more vintage inspired and not so heavy. So I took them off of their backing and I'm just placing them directly onto the wall. I wanted to do a vintage inspired gallery wall this year, and I was a little nervous going into it because I wasn't sure exactly how to do it and I wasn't exactly sure if I would like it. And I will say on camera, it's not nearly as pretty as it is in person, but that's okay. It's still really pretty. So I wasn't exactly sure, again, how to go about doing this. So I just sort of jumped right in. I have 2 of these music notes, one being my favorite, Oh Holy Night, that had to go on the wall. I wanted it to feel Christmas vintage inspired. So I took some of my old frames that I had that were a little bit more vintage like. I printed some vintage Christmas inspired prints off of Etsy, printed them off at CVS and popped them in the frame, and voila, I have a gallery wall. I do think it turned out pretty well though. And I just added some of these little $6 wooden presents also, just to sort of make it feel a little bit more Christmassy.
And the snow is falling down. Honey, what you need in your eyes, that whole world disappears. 'Cause when I'm feeling down, you're there to love me right. Nothing compares to this. It's such a bliss, my only wishes. I don't need any.
I actually used these wreaths last year in the same spot but with a red bow, and these bows are the same that I have on my Christmas tree, and so it just gives an entirely different look.
You make it all okay.
few spots in here to be a bit more kid-friendly, so I do have a few kids' books underneath one of my antique books, and then this Nutcracker winds up. And then this little Santa Claus is one of my smokers, so it's fun to watch. And then this little bell, that one is sentimental. That was my great-grandmother's, and it plays music as well. Going back in time to last night now, I am just using some of these real fill Norfolk pine stems that actually are very similar to the ones that I used on my mantle, although these ones are from Front Gate. Then I'm using the real fill berry picks that I'm putting in right now. Those actually are the same as my garland, and those are from Kirkland's. And then I got these blueberry stems for $3 a piece at Target, and I'm just adding those in to make it feel a little bit more old time. I don't know, it feels a bit more vintage to me. And then this vase I've had a little while now, and I got it from Pottery Barn. And it is really versatile. I like it a lot. It has a lot of multi-tone colors in it that make it usable for all year round. I bought this marble checker set back about 6 months ago for my coffee table, and I really love it, but something about it just, I don't know, just felt like it fit the theme, so I decided to leave it there. I'm also putting down all of my son's favorite books that we like to read this time of year. I thought this would be a nice place to just have easy access to them. And then also we have our Christmas classics that we're keeping over here next to our Santa and Reindeer, which was our Christmas at Hogwarts, the Nutcracker, and of course the Night Before Christmas, as well as a bell that was my great-grandmother's and some brass dice. I also have some brass candle holders, and then I've been using a lot of these throughout my decorating. They're these little napkin rings, and they're just greenery that I got in their 99 cents at Hobby Lobby a couple years ago. And then some candles, and then a little DIY nutcracker that I have in a couple of various different places that I just stained. This candle cover I got from my dad a couple of years back when my brother and sister-in-law were stationed overseas in Germany, that he picked up from a Christmas market, and it's just really pretty, and you can see the angels when the light comes through. I bought these canisters last year on clearance from Kirkland's, and I thought they made the absolute perfect backdrop for my little carolers. It was like the perfect height, and they just looked very, Victorian. I don't know. I just thought they were so perfect. So I decided to use them over here instead of holding cookies this year. Here's my other 6-foot nutcracker, Percy. Can't forget about him. And of course, Fiona. She has decided this is her new bed. I can't keep her off of it. I use a lot of throws on my couches. I really like to be able to just plop down and get cozy with a blanket. So, I don't know, I probably use more than the average person, but I just like the look of an overly comfy, cozy, inviting couch. Here's my completed vintage Christmas living room. I absolutely love it. It feels so warm and cozy, and I just love how everything is lit up and it just feels nostalgic. That is the thing that I think I am loving most about it. I look around and I see so many items that are either from the past or remind me of my childhood. And it's just very comforting and peaceful. Thanks for watching, guys. I'm going to be back in a few days and we're going to have this whole open area completely finished up. It'll be the completion of my kitchen and my breakfast nook. And I am so excited because I get to decorate yet one more tree. So we will see you guys in a few days. Thanks, guys. Bye.
Good morning, guys. Welcome back. Actually, I guess it's afternoon. I am dragging my booty today. So we have, as you can see, the living room done. We need to move on to the kitchen and to the breakfast area today. It's the last area in this open space that needs to be completed. And guys, Have you ever wondered what it looks like behind the scenes when you're decorating for a room for a video? Yeah, everything just gets pushed out of camera shot. So I have to clean all of this up and then begin decorating. So here we go. So a couple weeks ago, our garbage disposal went out and we had to replace it. However, it had been leaking for a while, so I had to replace the boards last night, and instead of staining them, I decided to cover them in a kills mold and mildew remover, and then I used a mold and mildew caulking, and I caulked everything in here. Now, all of this spray foam was here previously, and so I had to cut in order to fit. It was an absolute nightmare. So I cut out the spray foam that was there previously, and I just resprayed because, I mean, it was there. I was like, I don't know if it's supposed to be there, but so I put it back. I'm just finishing up packing up all of my regular glasses that I'm not going to be using, and all my old regular mugs I'm not going to be using. And I've switched out to some of my Christmas stuff, kids' Christmas, my nicer crystal drinking glasses, and then all of my Christmas cups and mugs. Oh, man down. Gotta fix him. Sugar honey iced tea. Bonds within seconds of my butt. Can you keep the friendly? It is family friendly, child. I've really been enjoying my simmer pots this season. Each time I go to slice up my fruit, I think, you know, I really should just do this all at once so that they're just ready to go. So that's what we're gonna do. But first, I'm gonna get one started so I can enjoy it while I work. I tend to always use an apple, orange, star anise, cloves, allspice, vanilla, cinnamon sticks, and cranberries. But you can really use any fruit you have on hand and whatever spices you prefer. I feel like this is an easy one for me because I normally have these items on hand. We're just going to start by filling up our bags with an apple and orange, cinnamon sticks, the star anise, and the cranberries. Once we get these bags filled, then we will start by making our ice cubes that have our spices, smaller items, and our vanilla.
just starting by adding our water and vanilla, and then that way when we add in our cloves and our allspice, there's something for the allspice to absorb. That way we don't end up with like massive blobs at the bottom and then lose some of our spices. Just can't open this drawer tonight. Now that we have our frozen cubes, we can just pop them into our already frozen bags, and now we're good to go. Just dump the entire bag in your pot, fill the pot up with water, turn it on, and you're good to go. So this is my husband's drop zone in the evening and where he gets ready in the morning. So I wanted him to have a place to still put his belongings. So I put this bowl here with dried fruit. That way he still has a place where he can store his stuff when he comes home. And then when he's not home, it's just a pretty bowl. So I don't normally have this many items on my kitchen counter, but something about the setup this year just made me happy, and when I would pull items off, I would just instantly want them back. So it's definitely more maximalist than minimalist, but honestly, for whatever reason, it made my heart happy this year, so that is why I'm leaving everything as they are.
Well, I'm all for Christmas, all the happy smiles and the wishes.
So this is the surface that we use most frequently, this center island. And when we aren't hosting, this is going to be the place where I display, you know, baked goods. So, or even breakfast like cinnamon rolls and muffins and things like that. So while I'm not using it, I can, you know, have my pretty little Nutcracker napkin holder there, and then the Nutcracker and the trees and things. But when I want to use it, I can just take those off, and then I have two really pretty trays for displaying baked goods.
All your wishes tonight come true. The love I lived, the dream I knew. This Christmas I only wanna be close to you.
The last few years I've been switching out my curtains for the holidays, and it makes such a difference when you're trying to create a specific look. Both of these panels are from Target and I believe under $40. They add so much interest and really elevate the space when you're trying to create the perfect backdrop for your Christmas decor.
Whatever we do, we will be alright. These holiday wonders will open your mind. May all your wishes tonight come true. The love I lived, the dream I knew. Well, I'm all for Christmas. It's a magical time.
I tend to get a lot of questions about my ribbon and how I place it on the tree, and then also how I decorate my tree in general. So I've added quite a bit of footage of me decorating this accent tree this year. In truth, I really only have a basic idea of what my tree is going to look like in my head. I sort of pick things out based off of colors and how I feel like they're going to look in the space, and sort of just hope that it all comes together. I add things to my tree, take them away, I place the ribbon on the tree, and I just sort of lay it until I feel like it's how I like it. There really isn't any specific way other than just trying to create really large loops and place it in a way that looks like it's naturally flowing throughout the tree. I'm using these same velvet bulbs from Hobby Lobby that I used on my large tree, and just using them as sort of a filler. It's just tucking them in deeper into the tree to just give it a little bit more depth. And I'm just using a smaller size on this tree than what I did on the larger tree. But this is just sort of the base of my tree, as we are going to be adding quite a lot more, as you will see soon. We're making DIY mercury glass ornaments. I start by giving a few sprays of looking glass into these bulbs I got from Hobby Lobby that are just plastic. Swirl it around as I'm drying it with the blow dryer, constantly keeping it moving to create a base look. Now I'm using vinegar and I'm spraying it into the bulb as coated as I can get it. And then I'm going to spray in different color options. My favorite was to start with the copper, and I try to always spray it onto the vinegar mixture. And I say mixture because I added a little bit of water also. I would start with copper and then go behind it with gold. It's just sort of spray and swirl, and you're just constantly keeping that paint moving around. After the copper and the gold, then I would use burnished amber. Again, spraying with the vinegar and keeping it moving around. Constantly keeping a lot of that vinegar mixture in there to break up those paint colors, creating those little spots. Continue spraying the paint colors that you like in between the vinegar mixture, swirling, spraying the paint, just back and forth until you achieve the look that you desire.
We'll stroll down Champs-Élysées, wishing our troubles away. Let's go to Paris for Christmas this year. It's been so long, dear, since we've been anywhere. I think we deserve as much. 2 first-class seats to Charles de Gaulle out of St. Louis Lambert.
Once you're happy with the layers of paint, just start by blow drying it to get that paint dry. Now that it's dry, you want to add in quite a lot of vinegar mixture and then add in white craft paint and swirl it around until it's mixed up, and continue coating all of the surface from the inside. It's going to make the colors stand out. And then you can start by blow drying it as you're swirling around the mixture.
This year.
Now dump out any extra mixture and continue blow drying it until it's dry.
A glance will make time for a little romance. Let's go to Paris.
Each bulb that you do will look different because every time you add paint and swirl it around, it creates a different color combination. all that's left is to spray the toppers brass.
see the candles come as the year gone by. All thrive for perfection now, and consumption so high. I know it's cold outside, but give me your hand so I can show you what love is. Dear Christmas, I want you so. Christmas, it's not always joy.
Here I'm just setting up the dessert bar for our Thanksgiving, well, really our Christmas #1 dinner. We will probably have 3 Christmases by the time it's said and done with. But I am going to try and set this up the way that I would like it to look for Christmas dinner, giving myself multiple services so that I can display lots of Christmas goodies. As I'm watching myself set out this Santa and Mrs. Claus, I saw myself smile and I instantly knew why. When I bought these, I bought them because they were very, very similar to the ones that my grandma always puts out every year. I think hers were actually in rockers, but they look very similar. And so I had to have them just because every time I look at them, I instantly remember our Christmases at my grandma's house, and with a family of 9 kids plus their spouses and then the grandkids. I mean, it was massive, and you could barely walk in the living room with all the presents around the Christmas tree, and all of these memories are just things that flood my mind when I see these 2 simple little Santa and Mrs. Claus figurines. It's so funny. I will have another video posted in a few days, which will be our first Christmas dinner, and I'll show you how I set everything up for our meal, how everything turned out, how to create a fancy and fun kids' Christmas table, and a few other little things like appetizers that I chose to do, and just some kid-friendly options also. These videos were filmed simultaneously, so it did cause a bit of a problem as far as me being able to get them edited and posted. So I am a bit behind on getting the video posted, but these next few weeks you will probably see quite a few videos go up, at least 2 a week.
from this Christmas on. From this Christmas on, it's gonna be you and me decorating the tree. From this Christmas on, from this Christmas on.
It feels so amazing to finally have all of my open spaces completed. I truly feel comfortable and relaxed. It just feels very cozy and nostalgic. I think this is probably my favorite Christmas decor that I've done in this house so far. It's a little more vintage, a little bit more nostalgic, but I do feel as though it suits me quite well. I'm going to take a lot of shots through the whole open area and just put them together so that you can see what the entire picture looks like when it's all completed and put together. So it'll be a little bit longer footage. So grab a cup of hot cocoa, kick back and relax, and let's watch this final reveal. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and we'll see you back Tuesday with Christmas dinner. Today is the day I get to transform my bedroom back into the cozy Christmas retreat I fell in love with last year. I'll be using some of the same elements that I used last year, but ultimately I'm changing it up a bit to fit my overall theme of my house this year, which was a vintage Nutcracker Christmas. I really want my room to feel very nostalgic. As you can see, I have a rug down with plastic underneath it, underneath my Christmas tree. Well, at the end of Christmas last year, my cat Fiona got a UTI, and her way of letting us know that there was a problem was by peeing underneath my Christmas tree in my bedroom. Aside from the obvious problem of your cat peeing outside the litter box, the problem was that we had just put in brand new carpet. So, that being said, even though it's been cleaned, I am really afraid that she will still be able to sniff around, smell a scent, and pee underneath this Christmas tree. So I'm taking every precaution to try and make sure that there's no issues this Christmas.
La, la, troll the ancient Yuletide carol. Fa la 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 la. See the blazing Yule before us. Fa la 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 la. Strike the harp and join the chorus. Fa la 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 la. Follow me in merry measure. Fa la 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 la. While I tell of Yuletide treasure. Fa la 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 la. Fast away the old year passes. Fa la 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 la. Hail the new year, lads and lasses. Fa la 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 la. Sing we joyous all together. Fa la 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 la. Heedless of the wind and weather. Fa la 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 la.
Fiona. Thanks for making my bed, Mama.
She was like, these are all nice and clean, Mama. I love it.
She don't want to move. Look at her. I guess.
As soon as I put clean sheets on the bed, boy, I tell you.
You did good so far, honey.
I still have more to do, but I was just tired for tonight.
I mean, except for not knowing how to hang curtains, you did fine.
Curtains have been hanging for years.
Have they? These curtains?
But those curtains are too heavy for the screws that were already there. Because the last set of curtains were really, really lightweight. And these are heavy velvet, and I doubled them up. There's 2 sets on each side just so that it looked fuller.
Huh.
So, yeah, it pulled it right on out of the drywall.
Fiona. Fiona. Fiona.
It was the night before Christmas. I was closing down for business in my little present shop, when the bell on the door jingled once more, and then time almost came to a stop. But somehow I knew, and maybe so did you, that everything would change from now on. Yes, from this Christmas on, this Christmas on. From this Christmas We see the candles come as the year gone by. All thrive for perfection now, and consumption so high. I know it's cold outside, but give me your hand so I can show you what love is. Dear Christmas, I want you so, but I don't need the presents, just wishing for snow. Joy to the world, the Lord is come. Let earth receive her King. Let every heart prepare him room, and heaven and nature sing, and heaven and nature sing, and heaven and nature sing. Joy to the earth, the Savior reigns. Let men their songs employ, while fields and floods, rocks, hills and plains repeat the sounding joy. Repeat the sounding joy. Repeat, repeat the sounding Sing joy, sing joy, sing joy. He rules the world.
I absolutely love how my bedroom turned out. It's so calming and peaceful. When we turn the lights out and then turn all the candles on, everything is so lit up. It just feels so magical and peaceful. If you've ever thought about transitioning your room for Christmas time, I highly recommend it. It's just such a unique feeling, and it almost makes you feel as though you're not even in your own space anymore. You're just sort of transported. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and we will see you back here in a few days. Thanks for watching. Bye.